This podcast is being dedicated to the love and memory of Kobe and Gigi, Bryant, and everybody that lost their lives in the helicopter crash. Also, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. Yeah, what it is, man. It's your boy Franseno, man, and we back again with the Franseno podcast, man. And there's a whole lot going on right now, man. The world is in shambles right now. Stuff is going on. It's crazy. It's a whole lot of crazy things going on. You already know. It's your boy Franseno. I'm back. I'm in here with your boy Turtle Rotchi. You know what I'm saying? And we chopping it up. The first thing we're going to talk about today is Harvey Weinstein, man. Harvey Weinstein went down for rape. Rape, I tell you. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not the shocking part of this thing right here. I don't know
if you would even consider it going down. They pop motherfuckers so hard for rape. This fool got barely motherfucking a fraction of his time.
Okay, but you know, he at least got convicted on 2 or 3 counts, even though he had 300 counts. You know what I'm saying? Right. He got caught up on 2 of them or whatever. He got caught for 2.5 cases, whatever though. You feel what I'm saying? He still got raped. Now the question is though, is they gonna do Harvey Weinstein the same way they did Bill Cosby?
You know they not.
You feel what I'm saying? Is the Weinstein Incorporation going down? They not making no more movies?
They care about how old motherfucking Weinstein is. He's 86. He's only gonna live for a couple more years.
Man,
give that nigga a life sentence.
Bill Cosby was motherfucking 81.
This is why they don't get no fucking.
I don't know how old he was, man, but he was older than the motherfucker too.
I think Bill was older than Weinstein too.
So. If he wasn't, they at the same age or old as fuck. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? They so old that it don't matter how old you is no more. You feel what I'm saying? But is they gonna shut down the Harvey Weinstein? Because when Bill went down, they pulled the Cosby Show off the air. Right. You know, feel what I'm saying? They froze his bank account. Yeah. They sold everything. You feel what I'm saying? They had memes. Now we got Gail and Oprah defending them. We got Jada Pinkett defending them. You feel what I'm saying? I just want to know, is the Weinstein Corporation done? Is it ain't gonna be no more Weinstein Corporation movies? Like, is they pulling all the Weinstein Corporation movies that already came out off the show?
Goodbye NBC, motherfucker.
You feel what I'm saying? Is they gonna do that? That's what I'm looking for, because it ain't about whether the man raped or not. Because honestly, I don't know whether or not he did it, but he been found guilty. So if he didn't do it, he might as well did
amongst his victims.
I just want to know. Is they gonna do him like Bill Cosby, and how y'all feel? Now let me know, man. What y'all think? They
don't even do him as bad as R. Kelly.
Nah. We ain't gonna even bring Kells into this, man.
I'm just saying.
We not gonna cause Kells is still, you know what I'm saying, his case is going on. I want to talk about a case that is already over with, and he already been tried and convicted. So if he in the exact same boat as Bill Cosby, he just ain't been sentenced yet, but you know he finna get a sentence. You know what I'm saying? And it's lightweight. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I just want to know, is they gonna do it like that?
They not gonna be close. The sentence ain't gonna be nowhere near as bad. You know, shit. That motherfucker might actually see the land again.
Hey man, we gonna see, man. We definitely gonna see, man. It's the Franseno podcast, man. We gonna talk about it, man. We definitely gonna see, man, on the real. Now, the presidential election. It's a whole lot of people going on for this election, man. And all I want to say is, man, fuck Trump, fuck Bernie Sanders.
Right, that's what I want to ask you.
And fuck Mike Bloomberg, man.
What's your beef with Bernie?
I'm not fucking with Bernie Sanders, man. For one, Bernie Sanders been planning this shit since 1965. He running around with motherfucking Dr. Martin Luther King back in the day and shit, because he knew eventually one day this was gonna pay off into white privilege.
I mean, you saying that like that's a bad thing.
It is though, because if you're not helping, if the root cause of your help ain't equality, you can't be trying to say you down for civil rights and freedom and justice, and you busting a play man.
Based off of what you just said, though, then you got to give the man the props for motherfucking just the strategic motherfucking move.
No, fuck that.
Nigga, if you sitting back with 65 to motherfucking playing out 2020,
No, that's not what I'm saying. He wasn't planning. It wasn't planned like that. I'm saying that he was setting up with the black folks so he could use it for his political gain later. Now he didn't politic that into one political move into another political move. Then now it turned into fuck Jesse Jackson too and Al Sharpton, man. Where the fuck is Al Sharpton's church at? Hey, where's Al Sharpton's church at, man? This nigga ain't got a church, man. Man, fuck Al Sharpton died in 1988, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like Futurama when he got his head in the glass bowl. Al Sharpton been dead, man. He ain't alive, man. It's a robot controlling him. He just got his head hooked up to the little breathing machine at the hospital to be like, boop, boop.
Different from what
man, Al Sharpton is dead, man.
Fat boy Al Sharpton with the motherfucking
But
curl.
Bernie Sanders, man, I'm not fucking with Bernie Sanders, and he want to raise the motherfucking taxes 58%.
You don't pay
58%.
Why you worried about the taxes?
First of all, I do pay taxes. Second of all, he raising all taxes, the federal taxes, every tax. So that means when you go to the store, if you spend $1, they gonna tax it 58 cents. If you spend $100, your total is now gonna be $158. You feel what I'm saying?
I already did that. That's why the pop costs
No.
so goddamn much now.
Fuck Bloomberg. See, the Bloomberg I got a whole different problem with. Now, my problem with Bloomberg ain't that he a billionaire. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care that he rich as fuck. My problem is I remember when he was the mayor of New York and he was slamming dudes, and I think it's hella hypocritical now that he running for the president, and this fool got a commercial where he telling dudes like, yeah, man, I'm happy the justice system has been fixed.
I've been locked up for
20 years. Like, nigga, you been locked up 20 years. The justice system ain't fixed, nigga. They just gave you a couple dollars when you got out. Now, look, this is what I want to know. What if you would have became a billionaire in them 20 years and your stupid ass went to jail and now all you got is a motherfucking Mike Bloomberg commercial talking about you a motherfucking community activist or some shit? What the fuck is that? What does that mean? What the fuck does that even mean? That ain't shit, nigga. That's just like saying I'm a sandwich maker. Like, nigga, every nigga who done ever walked in any community is a community activist. If you done never talked to somebody and if you done never told your neighbors directions, you can say you're a community activist. What the fuck does that really mean? That shit don't mean nothing, man.
I forgot all about this. You know, I used to be I'm a Catholic.
That don't mean nothing, man. All that don't mean nothing at all.
Well, for those who celebrate that or believe in it, happy Ash Wednesday. I don't know if it's supposed to be a happy holiday or sad one.
Just look, man.
Dead ass. I used to have to get that damn.
That's another problem, man, with the country right now, man. We don't got no religion as black people. Black people, our religion is traditionalism. We don't even know. Don't nobody even know. Like, we got all these black folks going down to Mardi Gras, celebrating Frat Tuesday, and somebody can't tell you what Mardi Gras is right now. Like, our religion as black people in this country has turned into traditionalism. Like, whatever your mama them did and your grandmama did, now you celebrate it. But you don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody even know what none of this stuff means. And I think it's a bigger problem that's going on in the community right now. And it really needs to be addressed. And ain't nobody addressing it.
Hedonism.
Man,
we make everything a party.
It ain't about the party. I don't care if you celebrate.
Mardi Gras it's supposed to be about start a Lent when you ain't supposed to be doing shit.
No, that's not what that's about. But you need to know about what you celebrating. I don't care if you celebrate it, but at least know what you celebrating, man. And speaking of that, man, we definitely need to draw a line in the sand about what's going on. Now, before I talk about this next thing, you know what I'm saying? This the Lil Boosie and D-Wade controversy. Now, before I speak on anything, I believe in this country you got the right to do whatever it is you want to do. And I personally don't even care what you to do. But my stand is this. I don't have a problem with Boosie or D-Wade or Boosie's side of the story and what D-Wade is doing. My problem is everybody chiming in on it. Before you chime in on it, I personally believe if you ain't got as much money as the person that you talking about, you need to shut the fuck up, man.
That's gonna be hard.
You got more shit. Bro, you got more shit that you could be worried about, that you could be focusing on in your own motherfucking life than your opinion on what this famous person said about that person, or even if you non-famous, even if we talking about people in your own community.
Said the person on the podcast.
It don't even matter though. It don't matter about what one person said about the next person. It's about that when this becomes a thing, and it's like it's barbershop topic, but it's more things as a community that we could be focused on this and betterment. Let's talk about how we can pool our resources together and get to that level of a Lil Boosie or a D-Wade, as opposed to talking about what Lil Boosie said and what D-Wade decided to do with his son and his family, and they are well off. He a millionaire, his wife a millionaire, his kids is millionaires.
It's great marketing.
But you got an opinion. I'm not talking about Boosie. I'm talking about the everyday person.
D-Wade and Boosie though. That's all I know out of this.
All right, now how you feel about the situation? Do you know what's going on?
I don't know what Boosie said.
All right, I'm about to put it on to you, man. Basically, D-Wade has a son. His son is 12 years. His son is 12 years old. You feel what I'm saying? One of the D-Wade and his wife or his family has decided, you know what I'm saying, his son gonna be transgender or whatever. They want to let him have the operation.
Now mind how you say that. His parents decided that he gonna be transgender. I'm sure he had something to say about it, right?
What you mean? I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying. I'm just saying they are rolling with it. They're supporting it. I don't want to say they decided it for him.
They're supporting their child.
Right. They're supporting their child. Their male-born child decision to go and be transgender, and Boosie is saying basically, don't let him cut his dick off. He too young. Now, how you feel? He's 12.
I kind of agree with Boosie, but Boosie ain't. That's not his place to say.
That's not a question I'm asking you. I'm asking you, how do you feel about it?
Shit.
Okay, let me put it like this. Would you let your son do it?
Hell the fuck no. And it's so crazy that the niggas is the same name. I named my sons Zion and Zaire before I even knew that D-Wade motherfucker named his children that. So it's kind of hitting me at a motherfucking point. Like, yeah, would I? Hell no, I wouldn't. But I wouldn't be like, hell no, I don't fuck with you, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I would look at that. At 12 years old, my son ain't got. I don't even let him get on the bus by himself.
Hey man, it's definitely something to talk about. It's a lot going on. It's rumors flying everywhere. Now everybody talking about D-Wade sweet, he gay, he got this, that, and the third going on. You feel what I'm saying? Now this is and it's clothes and what he wearing. But see, this is my problem with the black community, man, and the community period. Sweet. We will praise anybody in a minute and we will kill them the next minute. You feel what I'm saying? It was one time where everybody was all, man, D-Wade and Miami Heat, we love D-Wade, he's Chicago hero. Yeah. Blah, 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 boo, out the bam. And now it's like everybody on they fuck D-Wade twin. And that just lets you know how finicky and how fickle people is. We not standing for nothing. And like Malcolm X said, man, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything, man. So, however you feel about that is your own choice, man. I just want you to know, you know what I'm saying, here at the Franseno podcast, I personally believe, me, myself, before you pass judgment on anybody, before you pass judgment on anybody,
let me get this point out.
You got to get your bread, man.
Look, how do you consider yourself gay before you have a sexual experience?
You don't know if the boy didn't have a sexual experience.
I'm just assuming. Now, maybe I'm assuming. Now, I'll give you that. But at 12 years old, how many people actually had their first sexual encounter?
I don't know, man. A lot of people got something to say. That's why the topic is so hot. Because there's people who saying that, you know what I'm saying, D-Wade saying that he knew his child was going to identify as a female when he was 3 years old. You feel what I'm saying? He's went on the record saying that. You feel what I'm saying? I guess he has those characteristics. He's showing those signs. I don't know. He might feel like this now, but who's to say he ain't going to feel like that when he turns 18? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Give them the time to shit. I don't even think that they would allow for that kind of surgery anyway. I mean, I'm sure you can pay for it.
When you got money, you're not living by regular people's rules, man. Now, you sitting around at your crib listening to this podcast, I wouldn't suggest you go get your kid's dick cut off. Mm-hmm. But if you got 10, 20, 30 million dollars and that's what you want to do, I'm pretty sure there ain't no legal ramifications about it. We don't even got transgender bathrooms. So if they can't decide whether or not we all in the same bathroom or not, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, man. It's all right. You can do whatever you want to do, man. Speaking of that, man, there's a transgender woman right now. And for those who don't know what that means, that's a man that has had the surgery and now is a woman that is in a female jail that has a case for rape or allegedly raping people. Allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? Allegedly raping. But that's a part of the problem too, because now we got guys that was born men in a female jail having sex with women. So is that? Let's just go there. Is that even rape? Because now it's a woman. Is it a having woman? Sex with a woman? Technically, if you in a woman jail, use a woman.
Why is that what happened though? This is what I'm trying to figure out.
If you
go through that surgically, now you're technically a female.
I don't know the technicalities of it because I'm not that deep in it. But what I do know is there's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be going on. Let's speaking on that. If 12 years old is old enough to make that decision, why is R. Kelly locked up?
Exactly. Well,
if you can if you can decide to change your sex at 12, then you should be able to decide to have heterosexual sex.
Had a 9-year-old boy get up out of the crowd at one of his conventions or whatever, and asked him how he could come out to the world that he was gay at 9 years old.
Okay,
I'll tell you what the fuck it is, dog. I used to call it trending gay. It's popular to be gay now, so you got kids, motherfucking, who don't have the motherfucking the full capability of making a thoughtful decision, doing this, saying this, shit.
That might be it.
I had to talk to my kids about it already.
That might be it. It's definitely a possibility. Hey man, right now, man, I want to shout out, man, to everybody out there that's listening. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to chime in because I definitely want to hear y'all. If y'all checking this out on YouTube, I want y'all to drop some comments. If y'all checking the podcast out anywhere, you know what I'm saying, y'all can hit me up on Instagram at Franseno. That's at FRANSENO at Franseno. And holler at me and let me know what y'all thinking right now, man. Let me hear y'all thoughts or y'all comments on this. Also, shout out to Kingpen Radio, man. Shout out to my boy Kingpen Radio. Y'all can tune in every Sunday from 11 to 1 p.m. WGHC 98.3 FM in Chicago. Tune in, man, every Sunday. Kingpen Radio, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. WGHC 98.3 FM Chicago. Salute. Kingpen. Salute. All right, man. Now, another thing that's a hot topic that's been going on, man, we're going to change gears right now. Wilder versus Fury. A lot of people was talking about Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, and Tyson Fury's fight, you know what I mean. Wilder lost, you know what I'm saying. I think his record was 42-0. If it wasn't 42, it was 41-0 going into the fight.
Unbeatable, unbreakable. I feel for the
Now hold on. Before we get to talking about the fans and what everybody think and all of that, you know, I want to know this. There is some controversy going on right now.
There's always gonna be some controversy.
Whether Fury cheated. Now this is major right here. This is major right here. You feel what I'm saying? There appears to be some footage that has been slowed down from the fight that would make it seem as if Fury had some sort of an object in his glove. It seems as if his wrist is turned 90 degrees. Anybody that know anything about the human anatomy, your wrist don't turn 90 degrees. So that means if his boxing glove flapped like that, his fist was basically in the wrist portion of the glove, which means he probably had a weight or some sort of element. Now I'm gonna say this: anybody who's ever seen a Wilder fight will definitely let you know he didn't look like how he looked in any one of his fights before.
Man, they had that motherfucker up there with that meme of Martin with the mumps on his face.
Okay, but that's a meme. We talking about facts.
And he looked like
We
that. They
talking
put
about-
his face next to it.
We talking about facts, man.
That shit
We
was
talking
crazy.
about facts. Martin ain't real. We
Nah,
talking about. We ain't talking about a fake TV show.
This controversy
We talking
ain't
about the
real
facts.
either, man. They checked the gloves before the fight. So
No, that don't mean. Hold on. Fighters have been caught cheating. Everybody, in almost every sport, there's been scandals about cheating. So let's not say it's not above or beyond.
Wilder just got his ass beat, man. And I know a whole lot of niggas didn't want to see that happen. But Wilder got motherfucking the motherfucking food pops put on him, and that's all there is.
I don't know, man. I think everybody need to go and check out that footage, man. If y'all ain't seen it, you definitely should go see it and make your own opinion. I'm at the point right now where I don't really know, man. I'm gonna say this: as of right now, Wilder did lose. Fury is the champion, but it is something that needs to be reviewed and needs to be looked into, because I believe there's at least a reasonable doubt.
Nigga, speaking of motherfucking shit that niggas ain't got no need to worry about, I ain't getting none of that money for now one of them niggas getting their ass beat. Wilder was motherfucking a good fighter. He's still gonna be a good fighter. He lost one. He'll be
Oh,
alright.
no, even if him losing one. But it's a difference between losing fair and square and
and
being cheated.
But it's also motherfucking being a motherfucking good loser, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
No, Wilder's not saying that he cheated.
I mean,
but it's
if
going
they go-
around.
if
It's
they go-
going around that it is out there on the internet. It's in the
I know it
sports
look
world.
bad. It
It's
look
in
bad if they
circles.
go through it. If
You
they-
feel? Yeah, man. The Franseno's podcast, man. Also like to shout out Cutz, man, the hottest barber in Chicago, man. And for all your haircut needs, y'all check out my man Cutz, man. Hit him up direct 773-494-5046. Let them know the Franseno podcast sent you, and you will receive a 20% discount on your next haircut. Yeah, man. So we back to the move, man. Anyway, it's your boy Franseno, man. The Franseno podcast. The revolution will not be televised. Now, I want to know this. Is niggas scared of revolution? In 2020, is niggas, and when I say niggas, I don't mean black people. I mean everybody. Is people in 2020 afraid of revolution?
Yeah. Everybody always been afraid of it. It sounds good to talk about it. Sounds good to say you about it. But when it's time to start it, ain't nobody standing up. Who's gonna be the first motherfucker? Who the Crispus Attucks of the motherfucking revolution? The new revolution.
I don't know, man. Is people afraid of revolution, man? I really can't even tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you this right here.
It depends on what kind of
In
revolution.
2020, everybody need to tighten up their belt on what's going on, man. If you can't tell, the world is changing, man. So if you living by the old standard, by the old way, that's exactly what these white folks want from you out here. That's exactly what these people with money, these millionaires, these billionaires, that's what they want you to do. They want you to be living in the old way of the world, so you ain't getting none of this new money. You feel what I'm saying?
Plenty of new money.
Long as you living old, you ain't getting new money, because there's 1,000 people chasing that same old $1 around the mulberry bush. But ain't nobody looking at this 20 billion new dollars they got over here, where it might be 5 people going out of it, and one of them gonna get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Act in the face with it.
All while y'all running around still chasing the same dollar around the mulberry bush, that's pretty much finna be dead in 5 to 10 years anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
So again, that goes back to what kind of revolution are you really talking about?
Is niggas scared of revolution, man? I mean, the tech industry is booming right now. Elon Musk is creating all type of stuff. Bill Gates just bought a ship that look like a guy, like it can go into outer space, like it's gonna take off from the water straight to motherfucking outer space.
So
and niggas still chasing minimum wage jobs, thinking that they going, nah. It's a worldwide revolution is going on right now.
I mean,
but is the common day person
revolution is televised,
afraid?
Believe it or not.
Nah, it ain't televised, because it's
more than televised now.
I'm not talking about the World Wide Web, the social media, none of that. I'm talking about the real stuff that's going on ain't gonna be televised. It ain't gonna be on MSNBC. It ain't gonna be on Fox News, CNN, C-SPAN, or none of that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't even gonna be on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? Because by the time most of the people who know what's really going on get to talking about it, the deal done already went down, man. It's just like when you trading stocks, you know what I'm saying? By the time it's in the Wall Street Journal, niggas done already got their money. You feel what I'm saying? By the time they put it on TV and get to talking about it, it's already a wrap. They already got it in the muscle. Just like with the whole cannabis industry. You feel what I'm saying?
They fucked
by the time the cannabis industry came around, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody was already had their plan in it. They had their money in it. If you wasn't in it, you was done. You had to be in it 10 years ago before they was even talking about it. Because please believe me, these big companies ain't start when they passed the rule.
No, they knew. They the ones that motherfuckers.
They already knew what was going on.
And not just knew. You
they
think
already
that the
knew what
tobacco
was going
companies
on, man.
already knew.
It ain't the tobacco companies, because a lot of these companies is out of Canada. A lot of the companies is big power players. What's going to end up happening with that is the alcohol companies are going to come in and buy them out. Shout out to Burner too, man. Burner just opened up a new cookies spot in Detroit, man. I'll make sure I drop that on the next podcast because I don't have the address on deck right now. But Cookies got a new location in Detroit right now. They no longer just on the West Coast in LA. So you know what I'm saying? If you like that good smoke, man, you anywhere in Michigan, go check out my man Burner, man, at the Cookies location. It's going down, man. At least support hip hop if you're gonna support anybody in it. You feel me? Minorities winning. Oh man, and right now while we shouting out, shout out to Hydro, Irene Incorporationz, man. We like everybody on here, man. If you need exotic dancers, you got a party going on, you got a bachelor thing going on, hit up Irene Incorporationz, man. It's going down, man. I see you out there. Shout out my man Hydro. Shout out Kyle, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to lovely Crystal, you know what I'm saying? Icy. We making major moves out here, man. In a major way. But back to the revolution, man.
Revolution. I'm telling you, it's probably gonna end up.
Niggas is scared. Niggas is scared of revolution, man.
Yes, agreed.
Niggas is afraid of revolution, and that's the bigger problem. And not only is they afraid, but information is being so. It used to be we wasn't getting the information. You feel what I'm saying? So they was hiding stuff from us because we was only so many media outlets that we was exposed to, and they wasn't giving us real information. Now we've been bombarded with dumbass information. So now it's so much information out here, people don't know what's real and what's fake, or even what to pay attention to and what not to pay attention to. And that's the reason why the revolution is going to go over your head.
Let me tell you this. All it needs is a little nudge. The real problem with revolution in this country right now is that niggas is too individualized. We ain't got no one thing to unite around besides us. Besides
niggas ain't even united with theyself.
This is my point. Individualized.
We ain't united on nothing right now. We not united on a shit.
So what a revolution needs is brothers, sisters, you know what I'm saying, helping together. You ain't gonna get that when you got one cat trying to motherfucking see what he can get, and the next cat trying to see what he can get.
Everybody is trying to see what they can get. They ain't trying to
follow nobody. Everybody want to be a leader.
Everybody trying to see what they can get, man. It's all about what you can get. See, and what the main thing right here, it ain't about black or white. It ain't about Mexican. It ain't about no race. It's about money, man. It's about the haves and the have-nots, man.
I'm going to put this out on the podcast now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Watch how they gonna try and motherfucker separate the niggas and the Mexicans in this next year, in the rest of this year, because that's supposed to be the Democratic base. You know what I'm saying? So the people is gonna try. They gonna try and split us up. But I mean, it's already hard enough.
But that's not what. But see, that's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
And all that is, but we talking about money. What we need to be talking about is
so you talking about a financial revolution.
You feel what I'm saying?
Financial revolution.
That's what it is.
Everybody's scared of that. I tell you this.
It is a financial revolution, man.
I tell you this.
Because right now,
if you had, go ahead.
Right now, there's no reason for anybody not to be in financial shape. You know what I'm saying? It's too much out here for you to know. Now, what it is that these people done already got their team. You feel what I'm saying? It's people who already got a little bit of something. They going after the money. They know who's gonna be the man. They got soldiers on the front line going to get it. They got people who playing for them that you can tell, and people you can't tell. You feel what I'm saying? And then our problem is
secret operatives.
We kind of scraping across the bottom, and ain't nobody want to unite and go get the bread. And people want to talk about the presidential and all that, but you don't even vote for the president, man. A lot of people, the average person can tell you about all the things they feel like is wrong and what ain't getting, but they don't even know that you only really are voting for the electoral college. So you're not even really voting for the president. The popular vote don't win. I'm not telling you not to go vote, because I think you should go vote. You should go exercise that right. But what I am saying is be knowledgeable about what's going on.
And go and vote more than that's on the national shits. Go and vote for your city shit.
You should vote for everything. You feel what I'm saying? But this is the whole point, though. You're not going to go vote if you don't know how voting works, if you don't know how the system works. Just like people is pointing their finger at the president about things that's out of the president's control.
Mm-hmm.
The president doesn't make laws. The president approves or vetoes laws, but doesn't make the law, doesn't write the law. So before you get to talking about what the president ain't done for you, why don't you find out who the real people is you actually mad at? You feel what I'm saying? That's like you coming home, right? And your lights ain't on, right? And you not mad at your light provider. You feel what I'm saying? So you not, if you in Illinois, you not mad at Commonwealth Edison. It's like you sitting there yelling at the light switch. Like, motherfucking light switch? What the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't working. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all, people got misplaced anger. They not even mad at the people that they should be mad at.
That's another reason why the revolution can't get started. You gotta have a focus.
This what I'm saying, man. Niggas is scared of revolution. Why? Because niggas ain't informed.
Though. So let's go back on that.
Nah, niggas is scared of revolution.
Fear. It's just
it's fear.
It's confused. It's ignorance.
It's fear. Why is it fear? Because
fear does,
you are afraid of
fear.
what you don't understand.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this. Niggas ain't scared of the police, but they understand if you fuck with them, you're going to go to jail.
So
nobody is right. Nobody is actually afraid of the officer. You feel what I'm saying? But they are
of the power.
Right, exactly. And it's the power that they don't understand. Like, I don't understand how I can leave my house perfectly free on the way to the store and get intercepted by this force and took into bondage.
Like the dark side, baby.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the part that people don't got a problem with. Nobody is afraid of the man or woman themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Just what they can do.
So once again, niggas is scared of revolution. You feel what I'm saying? This is more true now today than I think ever, man. And like I said, it's about
because at times there were uprisings and revolts.
That's true.
There's not too many of those in this country right now.
You want to know why?
Is content
because
as hell
every time that we get somebody to stand up, they get took out. And what do I mean by took out? They get shot in the head. They get 3,000 years in jail. You feel what I'm saying?
Cut off their head.
You feel what I'm saying?
Supposed to rise. We supposed to be like Hydra in this bitch.
Yeah, but ain't nobody doing that because that worked in the 60s. But man, after the 80s and they seen everybody get took off the map, and anybody that wanted to be now, everybody just want to duck low. So what's that is? That's what I feel is control. That's more like the Illuminati type shit. Like, that's why I don't like when dumb niggas get to talking about, oh man, it's the Illuminati, it's this, that, and the third. How come every time a black person rises to a certain level, they gotta be the Illuminati? But when white people get to that level, they just worked hard for it. You feel what I'm saying?
Because the Illuminati is motherfucking bullshit. That's what the fuck it is. They work easy for it. That's what I look at when white folks get their motherfucking money.
I don't even think it's even work easy, man. I just think we have been conditioned to think that, oh man, if you got something and I ain't got it, it had to be a trick to it. You feel what I'm saying? It couldn't have been the man just was on this business, worked hard, and made it to that success level. Oh, no, my brother. He had to have a trick. He had to have a magic basketball. The court was set for him. You feel what I'm saying? It had to be a trick to the game, man, because if it's not, then that make me feel bad about myself, because you like, hold on, he didn't cheat, he had the same shit I had, the same opportunity I had, and he got it and I ain't. Oh no, that means something wrong with me then. So the nigga had to cheat. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. He had to sell his soul. That's the reason why he got $18 million and I got 18 cents in my account. You feel what I'm saying? That's the reason. And long as they keep pushing that propaganda and that angle, there are people that will sit back and not even try because they like, man, I ain't finna get into the Illuminati.
Well, let me ask you this then, G. What do you see as the motherfucking remedy?
Group economics is the remedy. Because if you ain't got the money, ideas ain't the problem. We control the cool, we control the ideas. We know we got all the thought process in the world. The problem is action. And where action become a problem for most people is the economics, because they can't afford it. So if you can't afford it, what you need to do is link with 5 like-minded people, 10 like-minded people, 2,000 like-minded people, if it take that much, where you can pool your money and resources together and then go do whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Bank.
Other than that, we're going to keep having this problem. Now, the problem that we got on besides that is too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Everybody want to be a chief.
Individualism.
Everybody want to be chief. Nobody wants to be an Indian. That's why we ain't got no black town. It's Chinatown, it's Little Italy, it's Koreatown. Where the fuck is Black Town? Where the fuck is the spot in the city where we own everything and we got stores and our culture is being in any city, not in just this shit, city, not just in our city, your city, in any fucking city,
in any goddamn city,
in the motherfucking. Well,
you know what? There's a couple of them.
No, it's not.
And keep it quiet.
Where they at? Where?
In the middle of the damn country, where motherfucking with cows and motherfucking dirt.
I
where
ain't
niggas ain't
that.
trying to be at. Like,
hey,
Moline is one. Moline. I say that, Moline.
No, niggas ain't on the shit in Moline. I done been there, man. If you got a city like that, drop the comment. I'm going to come there personally and support you. But I don't see it. Now, what I do see some of is the same way. This is the problem I got with Hollywood. Now, we're going to talk about Hollywood. I don't like the concept of the black movie. You want to know why? Yeah, because it ain't no black movie. There are movies with black actors in it. But it be like that. It be that racist propaganda, and everybody behind the scenes
still stereotypical.
It's something from another culture. You feel what I'm saying? But they push this stuff to black audiences because we spending the black dollar with them, and that's basically what I
want to see a black movie that's a motherfucking sci-fi motherfucking movie. I'm tired of motherfucking seeing hood shit. I'm tired of seeing motherfucking.
No, I want to see a black movie where it's produced by where black people is going to economically benefit from. That's what I want to see. Where it's not just wrote and produced and starring. Fuck even all that.
Even Black Panther was motherfucking that background of.
Black Panther wasn't a black movie. It was Marvel. Marvel ain't a black company.
It ain't.
Disney ain't a black company.
What black company is you watching movies from anyway?
There are some black companies out there. They're independent. Tyler Perry.
Say those.
Tyler Perry got one.
And Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry got.
As much as issues I might have with that man, he does do his thing.
But this is what I'm talking about. He got white partners too, and I'm not saying that you can't not have them.
Shit, what about your man? Just got all of this stuff from Comcast.
Nah, he don't got. He ain't doing movies. He doing TV.
But he got shows and he got networks now.
But we talking about movies though. Pay attention. That's another thing that's wrong with black folks, man. You can't stay on topic. We talking about films, and we're talking about
what
films
we got that we can
that
watch anyway that
are.
is black.
That's the whole point. There need to be some black money financing it for black people, not just films that are targeting the black dollar. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's basically what we got. Just like I hate when older people talk about, oh man, social media is doing this, social media is doing that. The problem, what I think what old people don't like about social media is, one, they don't fully understand it, so they rejecting it. Two, there ain't nothing wrong with social media, just like it ain't nothing wrong with guns. If your ignorant ass decided to get on Facebook, Instagram, or a platform like that and say, fuck these niggas over here and fuck them niggas over there, and then your dumb ass got shot by them niggas over there when you went over there, that ain't Facebook's fault, nigga. That's your dumb ass fault. For real. So it's an accountability issue. That ain't Facebook's fault, bro. It really ain't. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But see, niggas are scared of revolution. So what you need to do is think about this. Every time you post something, I want you to think about it not like this. Not like you just sending this shit into a digital world. Think about it like this. When you post something, it's like riding around town. And it's really bigger than riding around town. Imagine if your car was a spaceship and you can ride around not only just your city, but other cities and all around the world. And while you speeding around the world doing this, you screaming some shit out your window that everybody can hear.
Throwing trash out your window. Literally.
No, not trash. Just statements. You feel what I'm saying? You screaming out, my baby mama ain't shit. You screaming out, man, I like the new motherfucking Kanye's. You screaming out, that bitch got a fat ass. You feel what I'm saying? All while driving through your city streets and New York and the Bronx and down south and China in one simultaneous trip. If you thought about it like that, you probably wouldn't say some of the shit that you say on social media. Also, too, if you don't know this, there's a log of all of this shit because nothing gets erased off the internet. Yeah, even after you delete it.
I still got shit from 08.
Nothing gets deleted off the internet. So at some point in time, this shit might come back on you, just like how there was people posting up drugs and then they caught drug cases later on down the line. Some of this shit later on down the line that you said might come back to bite you in the ass. So make sure that not only that you believe this shit today, but that you leave it tomorrow and forever, and that you're willing to stand up on it. You feel what I'm saying? But niggas are scared of revolution. Now, I'm not afraid. I actually want the revolution because...
Which one? You talk about economic, though.
I'm talking about revolution. I'm talking about revolution. Revolution.
Hey!
Niggas is scared. Now, we're going to switch topics one more time, man. The XFL.
I was watching that.
The XFL is back, man. We need to support the XFL, man.
Why is that?
Because if you ain't going to support the NFL...
Who said it wasn't going to support the NFL, nigga? I fuck with the Bears, nigga. Fuck that.
People got problems out here with everything, man.
Nah, what's your reasoning for supporting
the XFL, man? Because, man, our culture... For right or wrong, if you grew up the way I grew up, it's like sports, drugs, or rock and roll. You feel what I'm saying? Basically, the average, most of these kids grow up, they want to be a basketball player, football player, big time dope boy, Jay-Z, or Lil Wayne. Some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I think as a people, we should support another league getting big because that's just another way out for us. You feel what I'm saying?
More opportunity.
It's more opportunity because you might not make it to the NFL, but you might can make it to the XFL.
I'll give you that.
And if the XFL, if the XFL gets big enough,
is a motherfucking prick, and he gonna motherfucking if he was motherfucking if he get a chance to motherfucking.
Man, I don't want to hear that.
Young black motherfuckers and
okay, well if that's the case, Listen here, man.
Not be that guy.
Look, it don't matter, man. You don't like your boss at your job, man, but your boss ain't paying
Dude,
this what I'm saying.
Job ain't asking me to motherfucking risk motherfucking brain damage.
There are people that don't mind playing football, man. You can't please them all, man.
That's true.
Support
and there's people who
the
don't
XFL.
know no better that will take just like
support the XFL, man. If you would go play in the NFL, you could play in the XFL, and if it get big enough, whoever know, it might come into the NFL.
Go into an even deeper thing. If that's the case, then support motherfucking these colleges paying the students to play in the motherfucking.
That's a whole nother thing. The colleges do need to play the students, but we not there yet, and we don't have the capacity to do that. So while we do have a alternative sports brand, we need to get behind that brand because these is our people out on these fields.
So compared, I mean, like, are you talking about like against NFL?
No, I'm not saying a versus. I'm just saying show them some love too. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't watch the NFL and only watch them. No, I'm not even going there because anybody that's a fan of football, they a fan in this country because of the NFL. I'm saying that as a people, it is smart to band. We can't just band together. If we could band together with your friends and go get drunk on Friday night, you should be able to band together and support a business, buy a business, own a business. You feel what I'm saying? And if we know that these sports are predominantly played by our people, why can't we support it?
Right.
And help it get bigger?
Yeah, make it our industry.
You never know. You got to think about it. There's a lot of other towns that ain't got cities. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in our city that ain't working for these joints. Why we can't go?
What happened with the Cube move?
Why we can't do that? The Big Three is still going on, but that's not what we talking about. We talking about the XFL, man.
But the thing that's throwing me off with the XFL is clearly Vince McMahon.
Okay, but so what?
The XFL, fine.
But this is the whole thing, though. People, you can't say you don't like Vince McMahon because you like wrestling. Niggas like wrestling. So if you was against the man, you would be against everything.
Yeah, of course I like wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. But that goes back to the problem. That goes back to the stop. That goes back to the problem. Okay, but that you don't know. That's
I don't want to put more black.
Bro, you don't know. First of all, half of the wrestlers that you talking about was white.
I'm talking about XFL, half the motherfucking football players that you're going to be talking about is motherfucking black men between the age of 18 and motherfucking 28. And they going to motherfucking be put into a situation where they motherfucking trying to do the most.
That is your choice as a grown adult.
Agreed.
What I'm saying
I would like for it to be at least under somebody who gives a little bit more shit than motherfucking Vince McMahon do about the people that he has under his employ.
You don't know how Vince McMahon feel, man. You're not qualified for that.
I've
support the
XFL for motherfucking over 30 years. Nigga.
Okay, but you don't. Watching them person's business ain't knowing the man. You've been watching these white folks run the country for 400 years, and you supporting them.
I know them too, motherfucker.
Look, man, support the XFL, man, and the Big Three. And Q, because Q running that, he a black dude. Support the Big Three too. It's finna be summertime and a hop, skip, and a jump. Get out and check a game out. It's cheaper, especially with the Big Three, because what's gonna end up happening with that is the NBA gonna buy that. Mm-hmm. As soon as it gets big enough.
I'm surprised they ain't did it already.
It ain't big enough yet. It ain't big enough yet.
The concept is.
Nah, it ain't. No, it just ain't big enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't big enough to the point where, because when you buy a Big Three ticket, you buy and you go to a game, but it's like 3 or 4 games. When it gets to the point where you can just go and they can sell out an arena on 1 game or maybe 2 games, that's when they're going to buy it, because it's going to give the retired players something to do. The ones that's still active, you feel what I'm saying? And then they can bring coaches in and stuff like that. It's gonna be another alternative. I can see that going somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? Because basketball is here to stay. Basketball ain't going nowhere.
None of these sports is going nowhere. They might try and change NFL up or football in general.
Nah, they ain't gonna change it, man. It's too much money in football, man.
They gonna find a way to motherfucking make that shit less motherfucking contact-ish.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that, man. Football is gonna be played the way it's gonna be played. Technology is gonna change, and the pursuit of that is gonna change a lot of things. But the fundamentals of it ain't going nowhere. Hey, man, Y'all check out my man, Kingpen Radio, man. If you ain't heard, get on right now. Kingpen Radio every Sunday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on WGHC 98.3 FM in Chicago. Salute to Kingpen Radio. Big shout out to Irene Incorporationz and Cutz. If you need a haircut in the Chicagoland area, check out my man Cutz. Hottest barber in the land, man. Go check him out, man. Cutz 773-494-5046. Make your appointment today. Let them know Franseno Podcast sent you, and you'll receive 20% off, man. The revolution. Is niggas scared of the revolution? I would have to say yes, my brother. I would have to say yes. But we need group economics out here, man. We need group.
Let us know what y'all think about that, man, because we need to know whether y'all scared or not. You know
we need group economics, man.
I don't think
we need group economics. We need group economics.
Well, break that down for the people, brother. Let it be broke.
If you don't know what it is, man, Google it, man. Because that's another thing. If you ain't willing to get up and make the effort yourself, ain't nobody going to bring it to your front door. Because people going to find something to complain about anyway. They could be giving out millions of dollars on your corner, but if you in the motherfucking house and you ain't been outside, you ain't going to know. You feel what I'm saying? So the first thing is you got to get up, get out, and get knowledgeable about some shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you can get knowledgeable whether or not you got the money or not. You feel what I'm saying? You can know how something happened. Don't none of us got the money to own a basketball team, but everybody know how basketball works. Niggas know the rules, niggas know who playing, they know all of that. And that's how knowledgeable you need to be about local business in your area and shit like that. You need to be just as knowledgeable. Niggas will argue about who's the greatest motherfucker that played in the last 20 years, but they can't tell you who owned the building across the street from their house.
And I swear I've been looking at these buildings on here. Just walk down the motherfucking strip, and it's like empty buildings.
But that's the whole thing, though, man. If you not, it's not important. They not pushing that, and that's why I'm trying to push it. And that's why I say niggas is scared of revolution, because one of these revolutions that I'm talking about is the revolution in your mind. The reason why people don't think, average poor person don't even think, it don't even cross their mind that they can own it. Every time you rent or pay rent, get an apartment, that's the shit we need to stop celebrating. Yes, you should have your own space. I'm not tripping about that. But every time you go rent an apartment, you basically become somebody else's employee. You feel what I'm saying? You are now working for someone else, whether you realize it or not. So you're not going to work for your family. You're going to work to make money to pay somebody else. So you work for them, so to speak. That's what Kanye meant in that song when he said we the new slaves. Because we so enslaved mentally that we can't even see the bondage. You feel what I'm saying? We happy with a new pair of shoes, new car, new clothes, new this, new that, but you can't see on a bigger scale of life, on the grand scheme of things, that we still locked into the same bondage. Like, I'm going to say this. The mom and pop revolution, when mom and pop stores was around, I'm not saying that they ever gonna come back or that they should, because there are good things about having big box stores like Walmart and Target and all of that too. But I'm gonna tell you what we missing from that. We are missing peer-to-peer, person-to-person ownership, direct to consumer. When you walked into mom and pop store, you knew that Pop behind the counter owned the place. You feel what I'm saying? He knew what you was coming in there for soon as he seen your face. You feel what I'm saying? That's a direct-to-consumer relationship that no longer exists, and it's important out here. You feel what I'm saying? It's real important.
I don't know if it's gone. It's the way you explain it.
It's dying.
That's the way you explain it.
It's not dead, but it's on life support.
It's dying, but the part that you just explained is there's a longing for it. People want that.
People want it, but people want everything, man.
They're willing to give it up for motherfucking
people.
Convenience.
Niggas want $39 billion, but they ain't getting up trying to go get it. So we need to get past wanting. Let's go get it. Let's at least attempt to go get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do agree with you.
The won't been there. Fucker won't. Everybody wants some shit. Who actually going to try to get some shit? Them the people, that's the draw in the sand that we need to have. Between the niggas that just want the shit and the niggas that's actually trying to get the shit. You feel what I'm saying? But once again, niggas is scared of revolution. Franseno podcast, man. We in this motherfucking thing. Dropped a whole lot of science on y'all. I want to hear back. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all follow me right now on Instagram. Franseno. Hit me up right now. Let me know what y'all think. You tuned into the podcast. I definitely want to know. Make sure you go out and vote. Fuck Trump. Fuck Bloomberg. Fuck Bernie Sanders. That's just me. But vote for who you want to vote for, man. I don't care. Just go vote for somebody. But even more importantly, before November coming, y'all go vote. Go learn about the Electoral College. Learn about how these elections really work. So you will actually know. Because these folks know what's going on. So it's not about, it's an information revolution. Information is at your fingertips. You got a device in your pocket or in your hand right now that you could probably ask damn near any question in the world. But the average person is only looking up their favorite rap song. They don't know the stock market. They don't know the price of gold. They don't know their assholes from their elbows. With all the information that's available. But with so much information available, it's training you only to pay attention to what they want you to. They gonna broadcast the bullshit down your throat 900 billion times. Then they gonna show maybe once something that you should know. What you think you actually gonna remember? So think about it, man. And then you make your own decision out here.
Peace to the gods, y'all. Turtle Rotchi out.
Franseno podcast, and we out this motherfucker.